Elliott, de coördinator productiviteit en innovatie in Caribbean Firms en Clusters, gaf afgelopen vrijdag tijdens de Global Gap certificaatuitreiking aan dat er genoeg kansen zijn voor Suriname in de landbouw. De coördinator sprak over de missie van Compete Caribbean.
Compete Caribbean, we're interested in a way that we seek innovation, right? We seek risky projects, right? Projects that we believe with a little bit of tweaking or a little bit of risk or taking on or absorbing a little bit of risk, we can do really impactful things, right? And so a lot of what we do is really to demonstrate that it is possible. And so we now know it is possible. And I've asked Christine and Wendell, Rick, I keep telling them, I want more farmers. How can we get more farmers? They've promised me more farmers, District Commissioner. And so I'm not sure how long I'll be around, but I'm now tasking you with the responsibility of ensuring that they deliver more farmers. I've been asking Max, come on, think, give me more farmers, right? And so hopefully, I think with the second round of trainings, I think we'll be able to now demonstrate it, right? It's always hard when you're the first person, when there's nobody you can ask a question to as to how do we get there. But now we have champions, now we have people who've achieved it. And so I think the next round is a lot easier, right? I always love to be in the second round and not the first, right? And so for Compete and for Suriname, I think it's a moment to be proud, right? I was explaining this to Amit as we drove down, right? We've been supporting Suriname for quite some time, right? Even the competitiveness unit Suriname, a lot of the work that they now do mirrors our own models, right? The matching grants that they undertake, right? They do have resources from the IDB as well as from the World Bank. And so if you can win a Compete Caribbean grant, you can definitely get access to some of those resources. So I think the opportunities now are endless. You have a track record. You can demonstrate what you were able to achieve. And I think that's the most important thing that's happened under this program, right? I'll give you a little bit of insights about the other companies, right? And I think this one is particularly interesting because the other 5 that made it to the end, they were all individual companies going after some goal for themselves. In this particular case, Paralab determined that it needed to strengthen the value chain. So this is actually a value chain project, right? In our experience, these are the projects where we see the most jobs being generated and the most communal benefit, right? And that's why we were happy to support it. And so that is important too, right? They were able to acknowledge and recognize that they can't go at it alone. And for me, I always think, they say, I think it's an African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go with other people, And I think for what you've been able to do, I mean, coordination, it wasn't all rosy, right? It wasn't all rosy, it was a headache, right? But they stuck it through. And many times, I just kept quiet. I was like, okay, this is not my fight, let me just be quiet, right? And so it was hard, and it will continue to be hard, right? You heard a little bit about the recertification process. Oftentimes, the first certification, we were able to achieve it, but then we lose it because we don't continue the practices, right? We've seen this before. We've done quite a bit of this work in Suriname. We've done some stuff in Belize. We've done quite a bit in Jamaica. The recertification, when it becomes natural for you, that's kind of when you become complacent. And I want to urge you, do not become complacent, please. I'd love more for recertification projects. Those are easy, right? And I don't mind doing easy projects. But we love innovative ones. We love hard ones. We love ones where they can demonstrate to others and potentially scale the impact. Now, as to the way forward, we're currently in Suriname identifying potential opportunities to scale some of the work that we've done, right? And so there are not a lot of entities in the region that want to finance the figuring it out part of it, the piloting part of it. It's too risky, right? And so what we're really good at doing is piloting it, making it successful, and then offering it to others to scale it. And so we're going to be entering quite a bit of discussions to try to find more resources to get those farmers, as well as to do new innovative things in Suriname.